Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. I was just reading a Facebook post about whether or not this guy had gone too far in commenting about his coworkers' choice of food and how they could eat healthy or something like that. I got to point out this is a case of be careful what you wish for, because when I was in Taiwan, people routinely commented about staying on top of good health. It's kind of fascinating. But you will not get far trying to eat a standard American diet over in Taiwan. You will be buffeted by messages. Now, at the end of the day, I got to point out something though. Even though you will be buffeted by messages when you go to Taiwan and try to eat like that, at the end of the day, they're just words. I don't think anybody will dare grab your food away from you or sabotage it anyway. And it gives you an opportunity to actually hear it out, right? Think of it this way. Here in the US, you might be able to eat whatever you want and not hear too much about it. But people routinely comment about all sorts of other things, right? If you, they might give fashion suggestions, or maybe they might suggest certain, we live in a technology age, right? Certain interesting, funny memes that they do, a YouTube video for you to watch, a new app you could try. People give those kind of suggestions freely, right? Why not health suggestions? Hey, I noticed you could be eating this, and so why not? And at the end of the day, they're just suggestions, right? When they mention fashion choices, you're free to take or leave it, right? Nobody's gonna grab your clothes off of your back, right? And so I think the sensitivity makes it difficult for anybody to try to lead a healthy lifestyle. I really do. And I say this as somebody who used to struggle with both. Well, I started with a standard American diet, and then I transitioned to binge eating. Believe it or not, my years of binge eating revolved around healthy food, if you could believe it, because I went from a standard American diet to, and I'm going to get rid of all the chemicals in my diet. I'll worry about the volume of food later. And for 15 years, my diet kind of looked like that until I really addressed it. I really didn't address it until the pandemic, if you could believe it. So for 15 years, I was eating healthy foods, but too much of it. Now, during that time, I really wish people would have commented on the volume of food I was eating. I quote unquote got away with it at various offices, at school. I was working on my PhD during that time. I wish I didn't get away with it. If I had been buffeted by messages about how much I was, if anything, I was buffeted by messages that I should drink an occasional soda, or that I'm going to be malnourished because I didn't have any McDonald's in my diet. I was buffeted by that a lot more than the amount of food I was eating. And meanwhile, people talk freely about all sorts of other things, right? Suggestions on what we should, the fashion, what apps we could use, even political stuff, right? But why not our food? It's one of those things. Really, be careful what you wish for, right? You're again, in Taiwan, people were still free to eat whatever they wanted. It was just that we got a much better picture. You know what I think? I think the junk food industry, the complex, if you will, is pushing this no commenting on people's food, because they know that the message people will hear is not the one that they want us to hear. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.